Okay, this is the time for the meeting, so I'm going to start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Today is March 15. This is the multi-large working group weekly meeting. So let's get to the agenda. First, what has been done? Josh, you want to verbalize your comment?
Yeah, this is a quick status update based on really next steps or follow-ups from last week. We're going to utilize this epic of epics to track the overall GitLab.com registry migration project. So if you're curious about where we are, you can use that.
Any questions? Okay, moving on to what's happening next. First one was from me. DB team will triage that issue. Linked here. It may be directed to another team after the initial triage, so stay tuned, please. My question to Amy is, how soon do you need this one?
Yeah, so it looks like this has been a factor in some recent incidents. So, I mean, if we could get it into 13.11, that would be helpful. I know that's quite soon though, but just in the, I think we haven't had a lot of time to dig into it further, but if it could be picked up soon, that'd be great.
Cool. Any questions or concerns from the team? Basically, Craig, you have any comments on this issue?
No, we've been commenting on it over like Friday and today about where we can best help and where we can have the most impact. So we'll continue the thread there, and ultimately, if it's not us, we'll find the right team to jump on it real quick. So,
okay, thank you. Josh, over to you. Next item.
Yeah, Amy, you pinged me on a couple items for also maybe not the cause, but could have helped some of the incidents. Last week, we got these prioritized for 13.11, so update there.
Great, thanks so much, Lop.
Yep, thanks for highlighting them.
And then we've been working out most of last week. We spent delivery working out tasks and the order we need to go through them to safely deploy a duplicate registry setup, which is a sort of desired setup for the gradual migration. We are in progress of putting that stuff together, but we'll make sure it's all linked into that parent epic that Josh just shared.
Thank you, Amy. Any questions from that? Okay, cool. Moving to the blockers.
Cool. So yeah, thanks so much for everyone who's helped move blockers recently. This is the main one I've highlighted, which I think, to answer your question, Josh, I think it would be good to keep it moving forward. I don't think it's let's drop absolutely everything to solve it today, but if in the next few days we could make sure that's still moving, that'd be super.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, next to the discussion topic, who actually proposed that?
This is me.
Okay.
Apologies on my name there. Just a little highlight here, since this, I was looking at the scope of multi-large, and it includes running Giddily in Kubernetes. One item is that we have found with some customers, at least, not everyone, is that Giddily currently does not run very well in memory constrained environments. So if you have like memory limits on pods, you can have a bad time. So there's an issue open initially there. We're kind of lacking hard data, but I wanted to surface this item for the working group because we might want to try to parallel process this one with the Giddily team, so we don't end up having this be a long pole in the tent to move Giddily at some point in time. So sort of an early warning that we know of that there are some gremlins lurking here. And the question is whether we want to try and, how proactive do we want to be?
We don't have any representative from Giddily team. Maybe I shall invite ZJ and Mark Wood to this working group.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. Yeah.
And also hope our customers see do this today. So that's great.
Yeah. Thank you. Other questions? Okay, Jar.
Yeah, this is just a follow-up on the earlier comment. Does this epic need to be confidential? Is there a reason that it is confidential?
It's a good question. I don't know. I'll do a quick pass.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think one challenge you might have is that you can't have non-confidential epics referencing confidential sub-epic. It becomes this like weird dependency tree. So I'll try and look into this. I think you also can't currently, but you can now. You can change the confidential epics. That's recent. So cool. I'll check in. It's a great question. I don't know. I'll find out.
The
And
fallout
also,
from that is also that every issue attached to any of those epics is automatically made confidential, which was a surprise that I mentioned it last week of like, hey, why was this suddenly made confidential? Because no obvious reason.
also, it's in the GitLab org group, and I think we still can't cross-link to the GitLab com group from a GitLab org epic. And I can see like there's a mixture of issues we're going to link to from GitLab org projects, and then probably the infrastructure work's going to be all under GitLab com. So we may want to split it out because like for supporting the database on staging and prod, I mean, these are mostly going to be infrastructure / delivery tasks.
I think we're going to kind of link them in the description, because I think what we want to make sure is we don't sort of lose visibility of infrastructure. So in data stores, there's quite a nice epic that already has all the build out the data store for the staging tasks, but there's not much visibility if you're not in data stores. So I think linking them in, I mean, yes, ideally having something where we could have an epic that cross links across all of these repos would be helpful, but I don't think we should separate them away from this parent.
So we'll probably just create an epic and reference it in the description or something.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay.
And there are sub epics for each like pre and staging and prod and so on. And so like if you go underneath them on those, I think do nest out. There's a nice description under pre right now, since we're working on that. If you click on it, that includes a whole bunch of work around the status. I think also data stores in there. It also includes work in the registry and Helm chart repository projects. And so you're going to have 6 dozen, 6 and 1/2 dozen the other around. Someone can't join the epic party.
Yeah, no. Okay, cool.
We have to rely, I think, on descriptions as opposed to like rolling them up. If we think it's gonna be like 90% infra and like 10% product, like as in like product functionality, we can move it. But it's going to be split to some degree. I'm not sure what the break is.
Okay.
Cool. We reached the end of the agenda. Any other topics? Okay, once, twice. Okay, 20 minutes back to everyone. Have a good day.
You too.